What's going on, YouTube? Brock from Brock's Trucking Adventures, and I am live. Sorry about the quality, guys. I'm trying to figure out how this live stuff works, but yeah, I wanted to jump on here and do a story from the road. Now, this is going to be a new thing on my channel that I'm going to try and do each week. And try and tell you guys some stories that's happened to me on the road, some things that have happened, and yeah, we'll go from there. So this story starts. It was about, let me see, 2 years ago. I had been driving for about a year and a half at the time, and I was in Nebraska, okay, out in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, and was driving down the road and was talking to this trucker who was in front of me. We were driving together. Um, not driving. We weren't from the same company, but we were. A lot of truckers, when you're driving down the road, you're bored and stuff, so you jump on the CB and get in a rolling chat with somebody. So that's what we were doing. He was in front of me. I was behind him, and we were talking just about, you know, life on the road and how the industry is and things that we see that could be changed, and we were just talking, and all of a sudden my truck started acting really funny. Started acting like something was wrong. The truck started to spit and sputter and wouldn't go above 55. And I'm like, what in the world? This is a brand new truck. It's never done this before. What could it be? So, uh, needless to say, the driver started to pull away from me, and I lost communication with him. Well, I pulled off to the side of the road to see what was going on with my truck, and I couldn't figure it out. But I got back in the truck, and things were fine for a while. Then, about 5 miles up the road, it started to happen again. So I'm like, what in the world is going on here? I mean, I just can't figure it out. It's not losing power. It's just like it was almost like someone was controlling my gas pedal for me, which was weird. I've never. It's scary. So I come up and I'm about ready to pull off the road when all of a sudden up ahead I come around this corner and I see traffic's backed up for like 2 or 3 miles, and I'm like, what the heck happened here? So I turn the CB on and everybody starts talking on the CB. All the truckers start talking, and I got on there and asked, what was going on, and they're all like, well, there's an accident up here, and so I'm like, okay. So we waited and we waited and we waited. About 45 minutes later, I was sitting at a standstill. Traffic started to move, and my truck was still acting funny. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna get past this accident, and then There was a TA right up on the next exit up that had a service plaza that I was going to. It was the next exit after the accident. So I'm like, well, I'll get past the accident, get up there to the TA, and we'll find out, see what's going on with the truck. And I got up to the accident, and there on the side of the road is the guy that was talking to me on the CB. And what had happened was a car had been texting and driving and rear-ended him and went underneath the back of this semi. And I was like, man. So as soon, I mean, as soon as I got past the accident, then my truck started acting fine. And when my truck started acting fine, I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So I pull into the TA thinking, oh, well, it did this before. started acting fine, and then it went back to doing the same old thing again. But then when I went into the TA, I got it checked, and they said nothing was wrong with the truck. So, you tell me what you think it was. Me personally, you know, I'm a believer. Me personally, I think it was God's way of keeping me out of trouble and from being in that accident. Because if that wouldn't have happened, I would have been right behind the guy when that car decided to, you know, swerve over and go underneath his trailer, and I would have probably ended up in it. So, you guys leave a comment and tell me what you guys think. But craziness. I got some more stories. I'm going to try and upload 1 or 2 of these a week. Just stories from the road. So, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.